We reinterpreted some magnetometry and did our own IP surveys. And we've outlined a really strong IP anomaly about 1,200 meters long, about 250 meters wide, which is in the south of the permit. This is going to be our major drill target. It's coincident with a mag anomaly, and also we have outcropping mineralization on surface.
Welcome to the Assay TV. I'm on site today at the 121 Mining Investment New York event, and I'm joined by Michael Parker, who is the Executive Director of Solis Minerals. So thank you for joining me today.
Hi Eleanor, thanks for having us today.
So we can start with a quick overview of Solis Minerals and its journey so far.
Solis Minerals is a dual-listed company in Australia and Toronto. We have a large holding in copper in the south of Peru, and are furthering our exploration there to get to a drill stage.
So the company is focused on building a portfolio in Peru, as you mentioned before. And Solis has one of the largest copper tenement packages here. Can you tell us a little more about the company's position in the coastal intrusive belt, please?
Sure. We have about 66,000 hectares in Peru, of which about 40,000 are on the coastal belt. We call the coastal belt a narrow strip of porphyries, which are older than the ones which are further inland. That area has been less well explored by the majors, for two reasons. A, it's partly covered by the desert, it's difficult to see it. Okay. And secondly, the actual target size there is a bit less than one sees inland. We have analogues in the belt, which are Tia Maria and Zafranal, and both have tonnages of 500 million tons, but about 0.4% copper. That's our primary target, and that's what we're looking for in that belt. Yeah. Okay,
so now looking at the drill targets for Este and the Cinto El Palo project. As I mentioned, drill targets have been defined here. So can you tell us more about the planned programs for each of these projects?
Yeah, Este is a fantastic permit. I first went there in 2022. I was blown away by the outcropping copper porphyry mineralization. It's been drilled before in 2014, 2016, but we soon realized that that drilling had not been in the best area. Solis then undertook some remote sensing work. We reinterpreted some magnetometry and did our own IP surveys. And we've outlined a really strong IP anomaly about 1,200 meters long, about 250 meters wide, which is in the south of the permit. This is going to be our major drill target. It's coincident with a mag anomaly, and also we have outcropping mineralization on surface. We've planned about 10 holes there, about a 5,000 meter program. At Cinto El Palo, it's not quite as de-risked because we have a lot of cover, but we also have the same structures, the same magnetometry, and the same IP anomalies. We'll be drilling there about 2,500 meters.
Okay, so lots going on then.
Absolutely.
So earlier this month, Solis applied for 27 exploration concessions, which is a lot. So how will this expand the company moving forward?
Yes, Eleanor, we stayed within the coastal intrusive belt. Okay. We moved north. We're about 3 hours south of Lima. We noticed in the registry there was a large position of land that was free. And we've seen that there are many small copper oxide resources positioned along strike. So what we've gone and done is we've applied for 27 permits. We're going to explore those exclusively for copper oxides, with the idea of putting together a smaller resource, which will be for heap leach purposes and much easier to develop.
Okay, and then moving on to the Cinto project, you briefly mentioned earlier that you completed a magnetometry survey. Could you tell us more about what you found here, and also maybe a little bit more about these kind of works as well?
Yeah, Cinto is interesting because it's not on the coastal belt. It's a bit further inland in the Cenozoic belt, which hosts Toquepala, Cojoni, and Quellaveco. In fact, Cinto, as a great address, it's only 15 kilometers south of Toquepala mine, close to the big regional fault in the same sort of rocks. So what we're seeing there, we're seeing alteration. We've seen some very high copper grab samples close to surface, which we interpret as something emanating from deeper down. We've done a magnetometry survey there, which has shown us where basically the intrusive is and where the biggest alteration zones are. For that, we're going to continue with IP, and with that IP, we're pretty confident we can quickly get to drill targets and then start to permit there as well.
Okay, so then on that note, and then finally looking at what investors can expect from the company in 2025, what should we be looking out for?
We have 2 drill-ready targets. We have 2 other targets that will progress to becoming drill-ready from a technical point of view. Now the focus is on permitting, and when the permitting process is through, we'll then be proceeding to drill.
Okay, Thank you, Michael, for joining me today, and I hope you've had a great event with us.
Thanks so much, Eleanor. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.